Fernanda and Alberto, thank you very much for coming. We had a beautiful week together with all the group. We danced a lot, we had a lot of fun. But the group asks to know more about you.
Okay, we are here for answer.
Yes. So the question they ask me most for you is how did you start with tango?
Okay, I start.
You are the woman.
Yeah, okay. I start with tango when I was 23 years old. I start because I was ballet teacher and ballet dancer, and I was in a big spectacle in Buenos Aires. So the show finished. So one friend that he is a tango singer, he want to do a show. So he proposed me that it would be great if you learn to dance tango, so we can do a show together. I sing, the musicians, you dance tango. So I start specifically for do a show. So I went 1 month and a half to classes of tango, and immediately I did a show. Of course, in that moment I was a dancer that make choreographies and do choreographies for a specific show.
Okay.
So, but then the tango attracted me.
Okay,
and I can't stop. Like everybody, I want to learn more and more and more, and I start to go to every milonga. Imagine that I was 23 years old, so I was very young, and for me it was a wonderful time, and I non-stop till now.
Really? And you start with ballet at what age?
6 years old.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. That's...
Yeah. That was my first career. I am a ballet teacher too.
Okay.
So, but at 23, at the same time that I start tango, I stop ballet.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel, first when I start to do musical theater, I feel the freedom in my body and in my life. Because ballet is so strict, the discipline. In tango too, there are a discipline, but about body and a lot of things. The ballet is so demanding, and I feel that I could dance and feel the same sensation, but with more freedom. Mm-hmm. So in combination with that, I start to dance tango. So was the best gift in the world that I have.
Okay, beautiful. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I start ballet. No. I started to dance tango when I was 23 years old. Too.
You copy her?
No, she copied me.
Yes, because he is older than me, so I copy him.
Just a little. And I start because I had some friend that they start and invite me to try tango. I say no. Then again, come, it's nice, blah 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 blah. So one day I start. Never stop.
You never stop.
Never stop.
And did you dance before?
No, nothing regular. Just dance, rock and roll, cumbia.
Folklore.
Then, at the same time, I do folklore argentino, boleadoras, malambo, boleadoras.
Like.
Okay.
Then I will show you.
And what specific attracts you from the tango?
This is in tango. The tango has something that you
Mystical.
cannot explain to
Okay.
what happened with the tango.
Yeah, it's like why you
Yes.
fall in love with
Yes.
Petra, for example.
You can give a lot of things, but the
Exact-
real thing you cannot.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
magic.
Exactly.
So I start I start 1 day per week, then 2 days per week, then 3 days per week. Yes, and after 1 year, I start with Celia Blanco, was a teacher, very good teacher. So she taught alone, and 1 year after, she asked me for help her in the lesson. I start with the beginners.
After 1 year already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are talented.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I love teach. I love teach.
Really?
Yes. Now I love dance too, but at the beginning I want to teach, just teach. I don't want to do performance, no, nothing.
Ah, yes.
I start because the performance
Yes,
because Fernanda.
I add something. It's true that he only, of course, he dance and with his teacher, they performance in theaters with the group. But when I met with him for first time, he told me, I love to teach. I'm not interested in do performance. And I told him, I prefer the performance. So, okay, we can try. You can help me in the classes and I can rehearsal with you and do performance. So it's true.
And you like the performance?
Now, yes, I like. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
But before at the beginning, no.
And you like teaching now, Fernanda?
Yes, of course. At the beginning, I was his assistant.
Yes. Okay.
And you can see.
Something changed in my life.
Just- Okay. And now, how you came together? Is it with the tango you came together, or
Yeah,
other
yeah,
ways?
Yes. I had one partner for dance that he traveled to Switzerland, and because he fell in love with one lady from that country, so I don't have a partner, and my mom started to learn tango with some teacher, and she told me, yes, I take classes with one
Handsome man.
yeah, that dance very nice, and he doesn't have
But-
Your mom was following
yeah,
a tango with
his
Alberto.
yes,
Okay.
his classes. So she told me he don't have a partner, so maybe you can meet. And my mom told the same to him. I have a daughter that dance tango, very nice, blah 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 blah. So one day I went to the Alberto's class for know him, and in that moment we talk about that he don't like to do performance. I prefer to do performance, and he told me, okay, let me try.
No, it's not
Yes,
true.
it's
not
true.
true.
It's
Okay,
true.
your version. Continue, and then we continue.
We
with
can
your-
try. I say no.
No.
Let me try.
No, it's true. No, let me try. You know him.
Okay.
But yes, he told me, okay, we will dance one tango. So we dance, and
How was it for you, Alberto?
No, it was good. Yeah.
yes, because after the tango, he told me, okay, we can try to do performance together and work together.
And how old were you when you met each other?
In 29,
Ah,
because we met for first time in 1929. No, 1999, sorry. I am very old, 1929. No, 1999.
Okay.
I
that's
was
good, nice.
29 years old and he 31.
30.
Okay. And what were your main teachers who learned you tango? From where did you learn?
I learned all my stuff from Celia Blanco.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Then when we are together and work together, we take lesson with Sabrina and Rubén.
Sabrina Juan Vélez.
Vélez, los
Yes.
Vélez.
Yes.
Sí, classes of perfeccionamiento.
Yes.
Yeah.
And which are your favorite dancers, teachers now?
Sabrina and Rubén.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Ah,
The difficult question.
For me, are the best.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Nice people, nice teacher.
Good.
Yes. Incredible
very good
teacher.
dancers.
Very good dance. Yes.
Yeah.
Someone also asked, what is your favorite music in tango?
I like tango. I like.
Everything.
Yes, every time. I like more D'Arienzo, but
Yes. Okay.
yes. But I like tango. I like.
And
Every
you,
time.
Fernanda?
And for me is I like yes, like him, Pugliese, D'Arienzo. I like to dance a lot vals, milonga, and it's because each orchestra give us a different possibilities. So I believe that I love every possibility, but if I have to choose one, I choose Pugliese.
Pugliese.
Yeah.
Yes. The richest.
Yeah, because I have many possibilities.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Another question is, what is the difference between tango in Buenos Aires and tango in Europe, for example? Do you, because you travel a lot to Europe and you still live in Buenos Aires, so you can very good see the difference? Are there differences? And if yes, what kind of differences?
Okay, I start. In reality, for us, tango is tango. And of course, there are some differences, but we cannot do a generalization. How I say it's good in
Yes,
English.
like in general, you can.
Yeah, I cannot because in Buenos Aires there are different kind of milongas, and in Europe or in all the world, different kind of milonga. Depends the city of the milonga. For example, if I go to Brussels, probably in Brussels there are milongas very cloudy with a lot of people, similar to Buenos Aires. And sometimes in Buenos Aires, there are some milongas that there are few people, like in some small city that in Europe. But of course, there are some difference. There are a lot of difference, but it's so difficult to explain in English that difference. Sometimes, for example, in Buenos Aires, in a busy milonga, o sea, in a cloudy milonga, but at the same time, each milonga, because in Buenos Aires you have milongas that go a lot of young people, no? So in that milonga you can see a lot of figures with a lot of ganchos, with a lot of boleos, but they work very well with that, no? But there are milongas that the people dance only very simple, walking, very quiet, any gancho, any... So there are different kind of milongas. Maybe in Europe it's more difficult find that. It's like sometimes someone that like to dance very quiet without ganchos, in the same milongas met with someone that should do a lot of things, maybe. And the other difference is...
I don't know.
it's a very difficult.
Yes, it's difficult.
But the most important is the tango is tango in every part of the world. And don't forget that all the tango, for example, in Europe, normally came from teachers from Argentina,
Yes.
and many people from Europe go to Argentina to learn tango, and many persons that want to be teachers in Europe go to Buenos Aires. So the tango is almost the same, and I believe that have the same base in all the world.
Okay. Yes. And they go to Buenos Aires because there are many teachers over there, I think. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Buenos Aires, the people have the opportunity to take classes with the best in the world, sometimes all together, or the nice thing that go to the milonga and have maybe 6 couple of tango teachers, and at the end of the milonga, when there are few people, you can see that professional tango dancer improvise, and it's really a spectacular.
Really?
Because it's so nice, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing, now in Europe, I believe that the organizers bring a lot of orchestra, but now in Buenos Aires, it's very common. In each milonga, you have one performance, milongas live. So that is really
So
beautiful,
nice.
yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
then you have to be in Buenos Aires for see
Yeah, the
what
different.
happened, the difference, because I cannot say
Yes.
what is the difference. But if you sit and see one milonga, I understand. But
For example, now that Alberto say you have to sit in the milongas as see, one of the different is sometimes the people in Buenos Aires that live in Buenos Aires don't dance every tanda.
Yes.
The people in Buenos Aires in the milonga talk a lot, drink, and listen.
Darienzo,
That
okay,
I like,
go to
and
that.
go.
Yes.
Normally, is really a social moment, and we saw that, for example, the people in Europe or in another countries and another continents are like desperate for dance every tanda, every rara. So
This is one difference.
yeah, this is a one of the difference, because we feel when come some student from other country to Buenos Aires, and we are with our student in the table, we talk, we laugh, we go to dance one tanda, come back, love stuff. So sometimes Alberto and I dance 3 tandas in all night, and sometimes our students too. So
Yes, that's very different.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is very
This is-
different.
this
Yeah,
is-
and the students that are in our table say, "Oh, why you talk that?" So there are 2 people that dance every tanda.
Yes.
Yeah,
There
yes.
are, yeah. So yes, that is a difference. Yes.
Okay.
And one thing that the people have like a mito that believe that every people that go to the milonga, or Argentinian people that go to the milonga in Buenos Aires, dance very well. And that is a mito.
Really?
Because,
Okay.
for example, maybe dance well, but don't look so beautiful and spectacular, and dance with a shorter steps, with a very nice embrace, but maybe it's like this, maybe like this, maybe like this, and that is tango too.
Okay. Yes.
Because yes, now the tango is like every year evolution and more perfection and more beautiful and more technical, but sometimes that part make that the soul of the tango sometimes
Disappear.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. And for you, the soul of tango is really the embrace, the connection.
The connection,
Oh.
step with the music,
Yeah, the musicality, the ambience of all the milonga, respect the direction in the dance floor, respect the other couple. It's really a social
dance.
Mhm.
Yes. Because you are already so much time in tango, did you see an evolution in all those years? And yes, what kind of evolution?
Yeah.
Big?
In general, for example, there are evolution in in a lot of things. One is the way that we dance. If you saw videos, o sea, the esencia is the same.
Mhm.
The soul is the same, but about the way for dance, before when I start to dance, the majority of teachers say leader,
Leader
sí,
lead.
lead, but they say en español, ellos te llevan, carry it practically. No, it's not lead. And follower just follow. And in my time when I start, the lessons are over the leaders. Followers like no exist. Like okay, you have to follow. Even if the leader don't lead well, you have to follow. So I believe that the tango evolution with the society.
Society, yes.
Yeah, society. It's a difficult word for me. Because the society evolution now is more the leader propose the movement and the follower follow that movement and realize that movement, and the leader have to weigh that the follower respect more. And the other big difference in the evolution is before two women dance together are prohibited in the milonga, two men was prohibited. Now follower and leader are roles that any person can decide to do it.
Yes.
So that is a big evolution.
Yes.
So yes.
Okay. Good. What can you say to people who never danced tango to start with tango? Or why would they start tango? What could you say to someone?
You want to speak?
No, you can speak.
Okay. Then he say that I always speak, but you see now, no? You are a witness of that. So I always say that tango is the possibility to dance is like an expression to the soul. So it's a dance that anybody can start in any age.
Mhm.
It's
Yes.
not obligation to start really young. So people that start at 70 can dance very well tango. And it's a very nice dance for share with your couple because it's a very nutritive experience. And because if you can pass the part of the learning of the frustration, because it's happened when we learn something new, we have frustration, but if you pass that part, is a way just forgo. You never come back.
If you pass the point of no return.
Exactly.
Then,
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And for you, Alberto?
What you tell the students?
No, the same in realidad. Yes, have to try. it's a beautiful dance together, the embrace, no? No, same,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
very, very nice. For the young people, is really is wonderful because they are young, they can do really beautiful things, and for the people that have more age, it's a very good activity because is normally the doctors say you have to walk 40 minutes per day for your heart, for your aerobic, no, for your body, and it's a very nice activity. We can see in Buenos Aires men or women that have 95 years, 80 years, and they go to the milonga, take shower, dress well, go to the milonga, meet people. So it's very nice for people in the older age,
Yes.
because they are not in the TV eating without any exercises. So yeah, and for the young people, it's because they are going to discover the world with tango. Yeah.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Okay, I think we have to end, but I still have one question for you both. If everything would be possible for you, if you can dream, how would you see the tango or the world? Or I don't know. Do you have a specific dream?
For ourselves or for the tango?
How you see it for yourself or tango? It's really totally free.
Oh,
You see it. It's not prepared.
dream for me, if I die today, my life really realized. I don't want to die, because I have a lot of things to do. But yes, for me, I cannot dream. And the dream is that the tango non-stop, but it's for sure the tango non-stop. The tango is in the world and it's forever, I think. So, you have a dream, Alberto?
No, for me it's the same. I go for my life, and what happened today, what happened tomorrow.
It's nice.
Yeah, yes.
That's also nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
I had a dream, but become
True.
true. Yeah. So
I never thinking in stay here. I never thinking in speak English. Friends.
yeah, because nous parlons le français aussi, hein.
Yeah,
oui.
Oui.
Et vous êtes en France maintenant.
Ah oui,
Oh.
nous devons parler le français aussi.
I never think stay here. Europe, travel, work, and realize my life of tango. Never. So I continue the same way.
Yes.
He continued. Okay, now the world surprised me.
Yes. It's also beautiful.
Yeah. It's a very good way, because from my 8 years old, my dream was dance in Paris, ballet. No,
Nice.
I cannot do that, but my first place in the world that in the world outside Argentina, where I danced tango, I performed tango, was Paris. So
Yes.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
Do you want to share something more?
Oh, thank you very much.
for this interview,
Yes.
It's nice, huh?
yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
the people come.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And
Alberto.
for say something, because we are in Domaine Harmonie,
Yes.
I want to say that place is wonderful. Calenso and Petra are really a very nice hoster,
Thank you.
and everything here is so nice. We come here for teach. We did it, but really have a very nicely weekend. no, week
Yes, the week was.
with our students and with you too.
Yes, it was really beautiful. We learned a lot, and we had a lot of nice time together. We thank you very, very, very much, and we hope you come back.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we hope.